So I have to say, this season's crop of fake plants is absolutely extraordinary. It seems like every year, right around the time the seed catalogs start coming out, so do the AI-generated plants. And this year, they are taking it next level. Loads of extraordinary videos, and people have been asking about these plants. And I can verify that because I've had at least 3 people ask me where they can get the neon rainbow hosta. Have you seen this video? It's all over social media. And what makes this year so much different than previous years is that they have these full videos, touting all the wonders of these plants. They have this hosta. It can grow in part sun to shade. It doesn't need any water. And it can also handle the cold. They show pictures of, kid hugging it in the snow. It's absolutely insane. And most of you probably will look at that and say, oh, that's fake. But a lot of people don't. You can tell by the comments. People are asking where they can get it. People saying, I just ordered mine. If you haven't fallen for it, if you know someone who does, you need to let them know about these fake plants because people are getting robbed left and right. And I'm going to show you just how easy it is for these people to create these fake plants, because that's part of it. Now that there's video, we're no longer saying like these Photoshop things where they just adjust the color or change the saturation. That's been going on forever. In fact, you can look back at vintage seed things from way, way back, and they had some, I guess, inflated claims. Well, nowadays, they're absolutely creating completely fake plants. So using just my phone and a free app, I'm going to show you exactly how I can create a plant and how they do it as well. So since the neon rainbow hosta seems to be a really good, catchy thing, and it's got good prompts in it for these AI generators, and that's what the AI generators need, are these special words that are going to tell it what it wants, what you want it to create. So I'm going to just go in here. I'm going to say, generate an image of a rainbow neon hosta in the landscape. Let's see what it brings up. Okay, that's pretty realistic looking. I mean, aside from the fact that the leaves are completely crazy, but let's see what it automatically comes up with when I hit the play button to turn it into a video. Okay, so it automatically just created a video where it looks like it's growing and getting bigger. But let's change the prompt and tell it to show somebody planting it, because showing a person in it is going to make it seem a lot less computer generated, right? So let's just put in person planting. So this is going to basically take it to the next level. Okay, I mean, it's looking pretty realistic. Now, you're still going to be questioning this, but I mean, the way it focuses in and out and does the movement and stuff, it's pretty convincing. Now, I'm going to try this again, but I want to have it in somebody's yard because I think that might be a little bit more convincing, and that's what a lot of these AI generators are doing. So rainbow neon hosta in front yard. Let's see what it tells us or shows us. Okay, it's showing us them in the dark, so I'm going to have to change the prompt a little bit to say in the daylight. Okay, that's pretty realistic looking. I mean, aside from the fact that the leaves are completely crazy, but let's see what it automatically comes up with when I hit the play button to turn it into a video. Okay, that's a little weird how it's wobbling around. Looks like it's on the back of a truck. So let's just make it as if we were going to walk around it. So walk around it is what I'm going to tell it. Okay, I think that looks a little bit fake, but if I start putting people in here, I think you'll start finding it a little bit more convincing. So now I'm going to just say planting. Let's see, look at that. I mean, it looks like that person is really interacting with that plant. So even if it's fake, you're kind of like, oh, maybe they adjusted the colors. No, there's nothing real about this. Nothing at all is real. Now I'm going to just say, let's put some old people in here, because if you put senior citizens in here, like, they're not going to lie to us, right? So I'm going to put senior citizen watering. Okay, so we got some random guy watering the leaves, not getting any water to the roots at all. But let's go ahead and look at this funny smile. Let's actually say grandma watering and grandpa weeding. Let's see what it comes up with there. Okay, grandma's got the endless supply of water there, but you can see, I could keep adding these prompts and keep adjusting it until I got something even more convincing. But I was able to do this, completely with a free app. And I know some of you are going to ask, like, what's the app you're using? I want to know. I'm not going to tell you, but I'm sure some of you are familiar with it. So if you know, you can go ahead and put it in the comments. Look in the comments. It's weird. It's kind of addictive. I played with it only a little bit with a couple of photos before I got on here. So this is what I did with zero experience. It's really, really strange. What's even more disturbing is that they are also on YouTube, which YouTube is supposed to be, like, if it's AI generated, you're supposed to label it as so. So if you do notice some of these things, even whether it's on YouTube, on Facebook, any of these places, and you know that they're fake, you should report them as fake accounts or as misleading or whatever whatever options they give you. When I look at some of these, oh my gosh, I just can't believe they're just crazy to look at. They usually go to a seed site or they have a way for you to get to it. They might not have it directly in there, but they'll have the name. You might find a shop now button. If you find that, that's even crazier. Wow, like this one's on Facebook. And I go in and they show this planting and look at how it just opens up. Looks so great. Here's the kid playing in the snow with it. I mean, it's insane. So here's one I found on Facebook. So it has those beautiful red and white hostas. Wow, isn't that extraordinary? And only $13.64. Let's go for it. So you read through the description is basically just some recycled text that they've taken from other sites. So it's legitimate hosta information for the most part. And then I look through, tell me how I can pay. I can do with credit card, I can do PayPal, all of that kind of stuff. Oh, money back guarantee. So let's see what the money back guarantee is. If your item arrives damaged within 14 days of normal use, we will be happy to provide a replacement item for your money back. Okay, I'm not quite sure what they mean by damaged within 14 days, but if you're sending me seeds in 14 days, am I really going to know if it's going to be a rainbow or red and white hosta? Probably not. And what's even more extraordinary is you can go down to the customer reviews. Let me warn you of this. If a website has their own site and they have customer reviews listed on there, these aren't just kind of random ones or independent reviews. These are the reviews that they have written, or, I mean, some sites, they're actual reviews that they choose, but in this case, these are so fake. So let's look at this one here from Isabella. She looks really friendly. She's doing a flower arrangement. She writes, my husband and I have a small garden and run a flower shop. Finding a reliable seed supplier has often been a challenge, but this issue was resolved in 2023. We have made multiple purchases from each, whatever. Okay. Let's take a closer look at Isabella and her photograph, because you can do an image search or reverse search on Google. And if we look, what I find out is that that photo has actually been used on the, New York Garden Club page. One of those, some other site has used it. So either it's a stock photo that they used or an actual photo of one of their people. I'm sure her name is not Isabella, and I'm sure she has nothing to do with that organization. So they're just taking images off the internet, sticking them, filling this website full of stuff. It's crazy. But in honor of all this fake stuff, I thought, let me create my own fake plant, because that would be the most fun, wouldn't it? So since the neon rainbow hosta has already been taken, I thought I need to create my own like neon rainbow hydrangea. So let's go ahead and put that in there. So I want to say, create an image of a neon rainbow hydrangea bush in a yard. Okay, let's see what it comes up with. I mean, within seconds, it comes up with these. Now, these aren't so extraordinarily unusual. These would kind of look maybe like a real hydrangea. So I've got to take it the next level. So I'm going to say more rainbow blooms. Okay, it's getting a little brighter, but not so happy with that. So let me say even more rainbow colors and gradients. I'm breeding this plant to perfection here. I'm still a little disappointed. So how about I say more of a gradient rainbow flower panicle? Still not happy with that. Okay, I'm going to just change it. Include more neon orange. There we go. Now there's a hydrangea that no one's ever seen before. Oh, that's going to be really good. Now let's see what happens if I let it generate something. I'm going to say man admiring blooms, because that always helps, to have a human in there. Oh, look at him. He's just fondling the plant just perfectly. Let's show a woman planting it. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, look at her. Okay, this is where it gets really funny. So notice she's like planting one stem and then these other blossoms fall off. So you can catch a couple things on there, but I could probably do a couple more prompts and get it perfect. So anyway, I wanted you guys to really notice this, and they're going to be coming fast and furious right now at this time of year, right on through May. So you're going to be seeing a lot of this stuff. Be really careful, and don't be afraid to share this video with some of your friends to show them, hey, this is getting out of hand. This is getting pretty crazy. Don't fall for it. Don't give them your money. I mean, just don't. If you're not sure, find some garden friend who, like a garden center even, and just say, hey, is this real? Because people in the garden industry, they're following this stuff, and we usually know about plants before they hit the market. So the surprise rainbow rose is not going to just come out of nowhere. It's going to be something that's been bred. We're going to hear stories about it. It's going to be in the industry magazines. And look, you're probably better off just saving your money and not even trying it. Because a lot of people say, well, it's only X number of dollars. What's the big deal? Well, we do not want to support these people. We don't want more people falling for this. And as long as they're making money, they're going to keep doing it. So let's just stop it right here. And remember, when you're on your social media, if you see fake things, go and report them as frauds or fakes, because we really got to protect people. So let's do that. And hey, maybe I'll show you a little bit more fake stuff right after this. Yeah, let's see what else I got on there.
Honestly, I thought this plant was fake until I saw it in my own yard. Rainbow neon leaves that glow pink, orange, and blue under the streetlight. It doesn't even look real. My neighbors keep stopping to take photos, asking where they can get one. The secret? It basically grows itself. Minimal care, max reward. Shade, half sun, it doesn't matter. September is the month to put it in the ground. Once you plant it, you'll get why people are obsessed. This isn't just a plant, it's a backyard showpiece.
Y'all ever seen grapes that look like they're from a fantasy movie? These rainbow grapes are 100% real. And damn, they're sweet. My backyard looks like Willy Wonka's farm now. Link's gonna sell out fast. Tap that cart before your neighbor beats you to it.
Okay, I have one more video to show you, and this one is probably the worst of the bunch because I find it downright offensive. And this is what happens when you let AI both create your imagery and write your script, because the title of this plant has a religious reference to it. So apparently AI thought it was okay to then make these, I guess, good and evil references, but not really realizing that they have, I don't know, they just don't realize how inappropriate the writing in this is, and then they just have the AI voice talking over it. I'm just gonna let you see it. I'm assuming somebody who would watch this would not think that a real seed company would put something like this out, but this is an example of how this is happening. Like, there's probably not even a human watching this, or if there is, maybe they're not a native English speaker, so they don't quite understand what these words mean, but just have a listen. Leave some comments below, and please don't fall for fake plants, okay?
Why do folks call it the Virgin Mary's wings? Plant it by your front door, and when those butterfly begonias unfurl, they'll roll out a damn sea of butterflies. Fluttering in the breeze, they look so real you'll swear they're alive. The petals of these begonias, pure Holy Spirit vibes descending on your garden, giving it a full-on rebirth. They're tough as hell too, can handle scorching sun and wild temp swings no problem. The more scattered light they get, the richer and sexier their colors pop. Pop them in a pot and they still look dope as hell. Balcony or garden, they fit right in. When the Virgin's birthday hits, your garden's gonna be swarmed with butterflies.